Good morning. I said there's love in the world for every boys and girl. I said there's love in the world for every boys and girl. I know you forgot about Jamaica. Yeah, the land of the creator. And you see never going back home. You're gonna stay over there in Rome. You say there's too much crime happening. There's no hope for the country. But I'm here to say it's right. We're gonna fix this place up. We're gonna fix this place up, people. But there's love in the world for every boys and girl. Don't lose hope in this country. For if you lose hope in Jamaica, you lose hope in self. Your grandmother's graves are here. And your grandfather's graves are here. And you might want to be buried here. I spoke to a sister yesterday and she said, Randy, Jamaica's gone to the dogs. And I said, what do you mean? She said, there's no turning back. And I said, well, I'm a man of God. And she said, whoa, Randy, you are a man of God? You? I said, wait, because you don't, when I say the all, that means God. So when you hear me say all equal change and balance, it's the new teaching that God has given me to bring to the world. So if I wasn't a man of God, then how would I be able to do what I've done? Let me tell you guys something about me. Now, I was baptized at the Church of Good Intent, my mother told me recently, in Norway, Manchester, in the living God. So, wait a minute. Randy was baptized at the Church of Good Intention in Manchester, Norway. And the church is the living God. It means that I could have never worshiped a dead God. Because I was baptized at a church with the living God. Good intent. And then Randy turned out to build Jamaica a good life. Wait a minute here. Why is this man on this righteous path? Because they didn't know. One time some people talk against me. Them spread rumors, send me an atheist. Can you believe it, people? Because I used to say creation. And because I've studied so much, I know some writings in the coffin text that's written in the Bible being assigned to different teachers that didn't say these things. Whenever you know more than other people, they will call you names. Listen to me very carefully, my good friends. You see, a lot of people talk about righteousness and Jesus Christ and Jesus of Nazareth, but they do nothing about it. It's a mouthpiece. It's a self-serving thing that they do here in this country and some of these Christians. They don't try to work and they don't help sick. They don't do nothing. They want to get to heaven without doing the work. They want to go halfway. So when I went to the Church of St. Mark's in St. Mary, we learned scriptures. But it wasn't about learning scriptures. Because after you learn about the word being your salvation, what you're supposed to do? Live it. Correct. Welcome to the Sunday morning sermon. Now you're supposed to live it. And here's the challenge we're having, my people. Our people are not living it. So as much of this nation is a Christian nation, it's not a righteous Christian nation. For if it was a righteous Christian nation, then, my friends and family, we will not have so much crime. Now, the person who's afraid of coming to Jamaica, where there's a lot of fear, there's less God. You know, I always say to myself, I disagree with the notion that I must fear God. And in my cosmology, I say to myself, I'm not going to fear God. I'm going to love God. So I didn't have the buildup of fear. And as a man protecting the village, we must never build up fear in anything we do. Now, this country, my friends, is going through a lot of changes just like the world. It's incumbent upon each and every one of us who say we believe to do the good work which will be necessary to change the course of our precious country. If you point fingers and you see from afar and cry from afar, and you're not participating in your community, if you see something, do something. What does it say about being part of the problem? If you don't do nothing, you're part of the problem. There's a lot of viewers and little bit of doers. Why is that? Because we have this mentality that there's a leader, there's a shepherd. So we have this, they taught us about this weight mentality when the internal shepherd should activate for each and every one of us in each in our community. So I said to her, do you know anybody in the community where you come from? She said, no. And I said to her, look, you have to activate in your community from a distance. Yesterday was a big day for me. You know what that big day was? We launched Money School. I printed some business card, gave it to 3 people. We have our first student from Money School. He's 18 years old. It's another process that I'm going on to recondition and teach them how to make money to reduce crime. Do something so we could get a different result. If you do nothing, we have the same results. Woman and both men, before you just sit down and talk about Jamaica, put your pen to paper and create a plan for your community. Get a container, build a library, pay the kids to read the books, right? You could set up Team Viewer. You could set up Skype. You could set up Zoom. And you could teach the children. You could have reading Saturday nights. And pay them to come and create a book club. And the kids, they come at all ages, and you put some money together, cook some food, and you pay them at the community center. You can do that from abroad. You're changing minds. And you know, there's a feeling of, there's nothing that could fix it. It's the defeatist mentality. We have a lot of that. Because we've seen how they've struck down all our leaders. We are afraid to lead. We are afraid to bleed because they've crucified your God. So you're waiting for your God to come back so they could save your world. You become spiritually complacent in this world. My friends, do not just be believers. And this world is a movie, and you have to become an actor, right? The director is watching you, and you must read the script correctly. All these words of wisdom that you have attained, you have to activate the God within you and move forward and do the good so we could change this country. You can't sit around waiting as God works through us. Now remember this. The other day I did some good deeds, and every time I do something good, someone gives the praises just to God, and like Randy didn't do it. Give the man his flowers while he's here. We know that God works through us. So let me ask you, if God wants to work through you, but you are afraid, you ever hear the woman who got the message but didn't deliver it? Why you think you so have the anxiety and you're so afraid, you're not willing to give up it all and follow. What does it mean to give up all and follow? It means when God tells you something, you got to give up everything around you and follow what the voice is telling you to do. Now that is what you call faith. Faith by what? Walking. Faith by doing. Not faith by talking and believing. You have to act. The role, you have to get up. The problem with most of you, you heed the call. You know you're supposed to be a warrior, but you pray to the God to be the warrior for you. So then God is not working through you. You use the energy of the past God as a scapegoat. You're not really a righteous Christian. What you are is a self-serving, after me dead, I'm saved, so I'm good. Ask yourself, what would your teacher do? And what did your teacher do? So are you following your teacher, or are you just so happy that you had a teacher and I'm waiting for my teacher to come back to save me again? My friends, get off your knees and get on your feet. Jamaica needs you more than ever to build mental institution centers, to build and to fix your community. Don't be afraid. If you gotta open up a restaurant to make money, don't worry that the house is not big. The house will be big within you. The mansion will be amazing within you. You don't have to compete with your sisters and your brothers. Compete with your purpose. Compete with the mission, the good that's within you. Activate it and give up what you have to give up and go on your mission. Today is a call for missionaries to protect and to commit your life like your grandmothers and grandfathers have committed their life. You're thinking about money? You get a piece of land and you farm it and you live in a zinc house and you read your Bible. That's what it takes to be a believer. You got to change the negative into positive. You can't wait on God to do it all, because God works through man. And that's why we created Jamaica Good Life, and we help so many. Sometimes you humans want a magic to happen. You pray too much. You cannot walk on your knees. It was meant to move, walk on. So the message I have for you today in this beautiful country, this beautiful backyard, more boots on the ground in Jamaica makes more sound. Oh, they think I was a man of the all. When I make a big mistake. I'm one of them walking righteous man. They will not talk every day. I read every day. Because if you don't get it by now, when you not going to get it? Ja. If you don't get the message by now, God I look upon and say, Lord, God, I want to, and him in a grade 2 for so long. You're still in grade 2? And you're 50 years old? You still don't know what your mission is? You're still afraid to activate your purpose? You're afraid to walk off of the job? You're afraid to go push car at a road and sell ice cream, and that is my mission? You're afraid to save the picnic them in a ghetto? You're afraid? Then you don't have God then. Where there's fear, there's no God. Where there's fear, there's man. Don't let them teach you to fear God. Let them teach you to love God. And this is a message from Jamaica. See that? And tell you, can you read the scriptures in that? It's patience, it's purity, it's life. See that? And that's Jamaica Good Life. We didn't plant these cocoa so we could dig them up. We planted so God's message could be demonstrated around us. Look at it. And let it grow so the bees can come around me. My people, my Carlo, wake up. Time to move. Babylon is falling. Jamaica is calling. We say, Hallelujah. That's how we say now. Hey, people, Jamaica is calling. Babylon is falling. You better heed the call. See there? This is your backyard. This is your heaven on earth. Yeah? if you don't come home and buy land, you think that Jamaica go to the dogs? You know who the dogs are? Because that's how they plan it. Spread out everything negative across this country. And when you see it online, just like the propaganda, you say, no man, I can't go there so. This is what they did to Brooklyn. This is what they did to Africa. You think Africa appear flies there? And when I went to Africa, come back and show them, Randy, I believe say I fly. Why have you never seen videos of Cape Town on a television commercial or the beautiful places in Nigeria? How come you see no tourism commercial? Come to Nigeria. How come they have no travel tourism destination to Nigeria? How come that wasn't baked into us? Because Africa was not a beautiful place. You think it's by accident? Jamaica is no longer a beautiful place. It's no longer a place where you can live. It's too much crime. The crime is high. But with even the money school we're building, the alternative for the kids to learn, even that, my friends,